I'm always looking for ways to make money in the stock market, so when I found out that insiders have been loading up on these three stocks, I look at them as potential buying opportunities. Number one is Applied Optoelectronics, ticker AAOI. The CEO and founder bought shares on September 5th and again on September 13th. Next is Precigen, ticker PGEN. Insiders, including the CFO, COO, and more, have loaded up on $2.4 million in shares in the last few months. Last is Ultralife Corp, ticker ULBI. Several directors of the company have loaded up on thousands of shares in the last month. Not financial advice. Multi-billion-dollar hedge fund manager Cathie Wood has been loading up on these three stocks in the last few days. She started buying Tesla in 2016 and made over $1 billion, so this is why I'm watching closely. First up is Ginkgo Bioworks, ticker I'm going to show you how you can start investing in stocks in under 1 minute. Step 1 is to open a brokerage account, which is where you will be making your investments. There are many brokerages to choose from, but Interactive Brokers is highly rated and available in over 200 countries. Step 2 is to choose an account type. If you live in America, a Roth IRA is a great account to grow your money tax-free, and if you live in Canada, a tax-free savings account allows you to grow your money tax-free as well. Step 3 is to deposit money and you're ready to start investing. ETFs are considered a safe investment for beginners to make because they allow you to hold many companies at once rather than just one. Consider investing in an ETF like the S&P 500, ticker VOO or VFV if you live in Canada, which grows your money by around 10% yearly and tracks the top 500 companies in America. Not financial advice. This is how much it costs to make $1,000 in yearly dividends. Number 1 is Enbridge, ticker ENB, with a dividend yield of 7.24%. Investing $13,810 will generate $1,000 a year in passive income. Number 2 is Realty Income Corp, ticker O, with a dividend yield of 5.2%. Investing $19,350 will give you $1,000 in yearly dividends. Number 3 is Coca-Cola, ticker KO, with a dividend yield of 3.1%, and an investment of $32,250 is required to generate $1,000 a year in dividends. Not financial advice. See you on the next one. This is how you can profit from the upcoming Barbie movie next week. The Barbie brand, which also owns the right to the movie, is owned by a company called Mattel. The company also owns Hot Wheels, American Girl, Uno, and more. 20% of Mattel's revenue comes from Barbie, which is where it gets interesting. On Google Trends, you see that the search term Barbie doll tends to increase around Christmas time, but with the upcoming movie, the trend has skyrocketed. Box office projections for the movie have recently doubled to $93 million on opening weekend, and analysts have given the stock a buy rating. So if they're right, then investors who buy Mattel stock could see major upside. Not financial advice. See you on the next one. This is how to invest your first $1,000 in 2023. The first $400 goes into the S&P 500 index, ticker VOO. This is what legendary investor Warren Buffett says about this fund.
In my view, for most people, the best thing to do is to own.
Not financial advice. See you on the next one. Billionaires can't stop buying these two high-yield dividend stocks. Number 1 is Ford Motor Company with a dividend yield of 4.2%. 6 billionaire fund managers, including big names like Ken Fisher and Jim Simons, bought millions of shares in the first quarter of 2023. Next is telecom giant AT&T with a dividend yield of nearly 7%. 3 prominent billionaire money managers, including Stephen Cohen, bought millions of shares in the first quarter of 2023. Not financial advice. See you on the next one. These stocks have increased their dividends every year for 50 years straight. First up is Canadian Utilities, which has increased its dividend yearly for the last 50 years. The company has a dividend yield of 5%. Next up is Walmart, which has been increasing its dividend for 50 years straight. The company has a dividend yield of 1.48%. Last up is Pepsi with a dividend yield of 2.71%. They've increased their dividend for 51 years straight. Not financial advice. See you on the next one. These stocks are trading near their 52-week lows and could present investors with a massive buying opportunity. First up is Target, which has dropped nearly 16% in the last month, primarily due to a controversial clothing line campaign towards children. Analysts have given Target a moderate buy rating with an average price target of $180 in the next 12 months, an increase of $48 per share. Next up is Enbridge, an oil and gas company with one of the potentially safest, most proven high-yielding dividends in the market today. The stock is down nearly 20% in the last year. The average price target for Enbridge represents a 23% upside potential over the next 12 months. Not financial advice. See you on the next one. Here are 3 stocks to watch for the rest of 2023. First up is CarParts.com, an online auto parts retailer that has significantly streamlined its business. They've seen a sales surge during the pandemic and are now rapidly expanding their distribution centers. With the ongoing semiconductor shortage raising car prices, they're poised for continued growth of up to 25% in revenue. Next is ACM Research, a US manufacturer of cleaning equipment for semiconductor wafers. A majority of its business is conducted in China, making it a safe investment for those looking to gain exposure to the Chinese market. Notably, ACM combines high growth potential with solid profitability, a rarity among small cap companies. The third stock to watch is pt.1 Network, an Israeli ad tech company with a unique focus on connecting advertisers and publishers. They're closely partnered with Microsoft to monetize the Bing search engine. With a track record of impressive revenue growth and profitability, pt.1 Network is a company to keep an eye on. Not financial advice, follow for more. How to invest $1,000 for monthly passive income. $300 into Realty Income Corp, $300 into Horizon Technology Finance, $200 into Pembina Pipeline, and $200 into Sabine Royalty Trust. Not financial advice. According to CNN, ChatGPT can pick better stocks than hedge funds, so I asked it what to do with $1,000 in 2023 and this is what it gave me. First is $400 into Apple, with its reasoning being that rumors of a new product in the form of a VR headset
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel
stock to watch, not financial advice. Warren Buffett and Michael Burry both just bet a ton of money on this potentially undervalued stock. Just a few weeks ago, Buffett loaded up on nearly $1 billion in shares and Burry loaded up on over $7 million in Capital One Bank. These guys are value investors who specialize in identifying and buying oversold stocks. Their teams likely determined that Capital One shares, which have roughly halved in price since August 2021, were a bargain and worth buying. Do you think they're onto something? Let me know in the comments, not financial advice.
You're 18 years old and you invest $300 a month for 8 years. And then at 8 years, you no longer invest again. You'll be financially free by the time you retire. You have $1.8 million. People are like, what the heck are you talking about? Well, at 8 years, you would have invested $28,800. And if it was invested in the stock market, which has earned about 10% each year for the last 30 years, and because of compound interest at retirement age, which is mid-60s, you'd have $1.8 million. It's psycho.
Investments never made anyone rich. Investments don't make poor people rich. Investments make rich people wealthy.
How many times do I have to say that investing doesn't make broke people rich? Investing just makes rich people richer. So let's say I put $200 into stocks, and after a year goes by, it goes crazy, skyrockets, 50% return. Congrats, I just made $100. What is $100 gonna do for your life? I learned early on that your income is just a reflection of your skills and value you can provide. And the reason why I'm able to run a business that brings in 6 figures a year in profit as a 19-year-old is because I invest in myself. I bought courses, I bought coaches, I bought seminars to increase my income capacity to learn skills, experiences, and network. But there's gonna be some nerds out there who wanna bring up compound interest. If I wanted to invest $500 every single month to the S&P, then it would take me 20 years to make the amount of money that I make today. So buy skills, buy experiences, and buy network, because life is too short to get rich when you're old.